don't know how to drink apparently. Let's not look at it. Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Danny and I just finished watching INVU, the newest track by Taeyeon, and now I'm ready to check out the rest of the album. And so I hope you did enjoy that video. If so, you can tell me in the comments below whether you enjoyed it or not. I still don't know. You live in the future. I'm still stuck in the past. And now let's see what songs we have. So I will be checking out the Spotify version, so if perhaps there are some other versions, you can tell me in the comments down below, and I will put a beautiful picture of Taeyeon here so you can have something to look at as we listen to all the songs. So we have let's say 12 remaining tracks, being Some Nights, Can't Control Myself, Set Myself on Fire, Toddler, Siren, Cold as Hell, Timeless, Heart, No Love Again, You Better Not, Weekend, and ending credits. So I checked, and for all of them I do have the lyrics, the English version, which is so freaking cool. I know that for some albums they don't have it right away, so I will be checking out the lyrics afterwards. And because I already made a video on Can't Control Myself as well as Weekend, I'll put the links in the description or in the EI thing up here. You can go check them out as well if you want to know more. So now, without further ado, let's jump right into it and check out the first one, that is Some Nights. Beautiful harmonies. Wow. I love the backing vocals for the pre-chorus. It's very dramatic. Wow, the control is amazing. Wow. The raspiness and the emotion in her voice. Wow. Wow. They added the violins to it. Wow. the melody at the end is so freaking beautiful. This song feels so raw and emotional. It's so great. Oh my god. So, Some Nights is definitely a very raw and emotional track, like I was saying. It has so much power, so much precision, and still it feels very personal, and it feels like you are stuck in this anguish almost of not knowing how to move on from a relationship. And before this, I did read online that she was talking about that this album and the songs in it reflect different stages of love. You can clearly see that this emotion that she's pulling through and expressing through the song and the vocals. I have here the English lyrics as well, and you can clearly see the sort of anguish almost that she went through. To the highest note, I've called your name. Maybe I can reach it. Even in the most painful spring, when the flowers bloom, I think it's your nagging. No matter who cries, it's not a strange night. I secretly think of you, like when it rains, I can't see tears. Then in the bridge saying, I miss you whatever you are. You walk with me all the whole time. Led them only to the brightest place. A night that is not awkward even if you laugh out loud. A night that don't interrupt a long dream. It's just another time, so let the memories go on and let the days go on and on. So let me remember if it's a night like this. It really feels like she's telling us of one of those nights in which you think about all the little things, all the memories, the good, the bad, and you are longing for those moments. It doesn't mean that you are particularly sad about them, but you think about all of that, all that has happened, still remembering and longing for it. She even said at some point, an ordinary day, even if I forgot it, can I let you go? I won't avoid it until then. Longing is not sadness. Even if they are about trivial things, she wants to hold on to those memories and emotions, and saying that she's not sad about them, she's still longing to have those feelings back in a way. I don't know, I like it a whole lot, and the fact that we have that plus her raw vocals, the power, the precision, but like the raspiness and the power for the bridge, the first note of like I miss you, it was so like wow, so powerful, and it goes really well with the instrumental that is more let's say not so much what we have now in K-pop. And I know that she's a soloist, so like the trendiness and stuff like that of K-pop nowadays really doesn't affect her, or it doesn't really have to, because she can do her own thing. And that we can clearly see like the electric guitar, the violin at the end with the beautiful melody. It's so stunning. I did really have a blast with this song. It is really a truly raw and beautiful song from Taeyeon. Then the next song on the album is Can't Control Myself, which I already checked out. So let's move on to the next one, being Set Myself on Fire. I like the effect that they put on the guitar. Wow. Interesting rhythm there. He has this very heavy R&B vibe. Backing vocals, her voice, and the synth. Just, oh. wow. It is a much rather short song compared to the previous songs, and really straight to the point, I feel like. Even the lyrics are pretty straightforward. I was reading them, and it really feels like she's taking a little bit the control of this relationship, of saying like, are you trying to run away? Can't you even see me? Was I that bad? I don't want to hear it. Even if I smile brighter, I'm sad. Even if I'm next to you, it's far away. How can I catch you? Should I set myself on fire? You can really feel like either she is really holding on to a relationship that is failing, and she can clearly see that the other person is going further and further away, and even when they are together, because there's this thing going on that makes for this separation or eventual breakup, she feels that even if they are together, she still feels the distance, she still sees and feels the sadness, and she really wants to cut the bullshit, let's say, and just talk frankly and saying you can pretend and do the lies and say that you have a lot of work and that is why we cannot be together right now, but what should I do to make you see what is here in front of you? What can I do to bring the fire back, the passion back to our love? I think it is that. If not, sorry. But I do really like that because it's really straightforward, and sometimes you can see like the passion of a relationship slowly dying out, and you don't know what to do until eventually it's too late to do anything at all. And so here she's right before that moment that it's too late, and she's trying to take control over it, and I like that a whole lot. The song, the effect that it added on the guitar, the electric guitar, the way it played, created this sort of vintagey vibe to the song with her voice. Still very raw, I would say. Is really nice. I love the pre-chorus and even the post-chorus. The chorus is nice, but the post-chorus is really cool. And the repetition of I'm going to set myself on fire, and the difference, or like the variations of should I, I'm going to, and all that. And creates for a very, very interesting short song. She sounds amazing as per usual. I love the synth, how it fills the song for the chorus and the post-chorus with the backing vocals and the harmonies and everything. It made me feel a little bit of a song that could have been by Red Velvet as well. It had that psycho vibe a little bit, just a tiny bit, but I think it is more due to the fact that it has a little bit of this R&B vibe going on for the song. So the next one is Toddler. We have a lot of electric guitar, which is really cool. Ooh. Ooh. The song took a turn and I'm loving it. My god. The bass and the synths and her voice. The space that he created for this section, like the guitar only had like a note or two, but it was like amplified and had loads of space, and her voice in it, even like after the chorus ended, still having those two lines with so much space to fill the song. I love it. It makes me believe that it has a little bit of an inspiration on the retro concept, just a tiny bit. And if you have watched any of my videos in the past, you know how much I love that. I'm enjoying it so freaking much. Let's continue. The way they play with silences, let's say. So good. Oh my god. The harmonies and the vocals, oh my god. I thought perhaps it would have like a high note. Wow. Nice ad libs. Oh, nice ending with the harmonies. Oh my god. This album is full of amazing tracks. I was going to say this one is like already one of my favorites. And I said the same thing for INVU. Some Nights, Can't Control Myself is amazing. Set Myself on Fire, really great. Toddler, oof. Something that I find really interesting about this song is how they decided to call it Toddler and have this retro feeling to the instrumental and the genre that they decided to go with. The bass, the synths and all that makes it for a very like nostalgic song. And when you read the lyrics, which I have here in front of me, you can clearly see that as she's talking about the fact that she grew up believing in fairy tales, believing in happy endings, and now that she is an adult and she no longer believes in Santa and believes in all of that, she feels a little bit like just a talking to a broken doll. There is no answer, as if you forgot me. And like the queen of fairy tales, I'm an adult and that's all. Like all fairy tales, I believe that they were only happy endings, still dreaming like a child. And eventually ending the song with the little girl remains. Like all fairy tales, I believe that there were only happy endings. And it's so nice that they sort of made the connection with it all, of how you have this sort of dissolution of how you thought as a child that your life would turn out to be and all the happy endings that could happen, and eventually you realize that it is not possible, or it's not fully or only that. You have your happy ending, but it comes with consequences, it comes with a lot of different things. And even in a fairy tale, once they say and they live happily ever after, the happy ever after still has a lot of shit going on. And it's not just happy and that's it. And I love that. I love the meaning of the song. I love the fact that they called it Toddler, which makes sense, being like a child and the solution of it all, and then having a little bit of a retro concept to go alongside it. She sounds amazing as per usual. I really like the ad-libs for the last part of the song. It makes it for a really catchy song. At first listen, you can't get over the song. And I did really enjoy it, and I think I will be singing that a whole lot. So then the next song is Siren. By the way, I'm listening to the Spotify version, like I said before, and I have the English translation next to it. So if you see me looking at this direction, it's because I'm still reading the lyrics alongside the song. Okay, we have the Siren reference. Very minimalistic instrumental. I really like the rhythm of it. Nice build up. A little bit of rapping singing and more singing. Wow. The explosion for the chorus is so nice. Oh. Wow. My god. Wow. This one is much more intense or intenser than the previous songs. It has this sense of urgency a little bit more. Okay, let's be honest, is another great song by Taeyeon. I love her vocals here. I love how the rhythm is so different from the previous songs, and especially it is very particular for the verses and the pre-chorus, and then it changes completely when it comes to the chorus and the bridge, and I like it a whole lot. I can't really pinpoint why exactly. My years of music theory are far behind me, but I just like it a whole lot. I like the rhythm of it. I like the focus on the verses, on her voice, and then having all the instruments coming together for an explosion of emotions for the chorus. When it comes to the meaning of the song, I'm not really sure what is going on, because it feels like she's sort of warning this person that has stolen her heart of how dangerous it will be, because no matter what will happen, she can't be fully with them, or it's going to be dangerous. And she says, I am a bit dangerous. And it really feels like she's warning this person of the dangers that come with the fact of stealing her heart and having feelings towards her. Because no matter what you do and how dependable you might feel on her, she won't be able to provide all of that to you. And even if she might at some points, she will just stop. She won't be able to provide what the other person is looking for, because she says in the chorus, I can hear the siren, can you also hear me? My heart is stolen without notice, I feel bad for you, even if I fall and fall, it keeps getting drowned endlessly, even if I feel it and feel it, the thirst for me continues, hear the siren, I'm a bit dangerous. So it feels a little bit like a toxic relationship, but this time around she's the toxic one, or the one that won't be able to provide it. But then in the bridge saying, when the silence becomes more distant, the depths of your soul, soak me to the depths of your soul with me, I'll lock you up by my side forever. I'm still not okay with the meaning of this song, but I'm really bad at it. It takes me a lot of time to understand. But still, overall, Siren is a very powerful song. Really, really good. I like her vocals a lot. I'm saying it again. But it has this very urgent feeling to it. And it is another take on love and another side of a relationship, or just the feelings of love they can have for someone. And it's cool that she takes a little bit of the villain side, let's say, and the villain perspective. I really like the rhythm of the chorus, like for the bridge, but the chorus is really cool. The first section of the chorus is really powerful, long notes and all that, and then it becomes really fast compared to the beginning. I like that. It's a really, really dynamic song. Let's end it on there, on that. There you go. Okay, the next song is also a short song, and it is called As Hell. Right away. It has a mysterious vibe to it. Ooh, is it the electric guitar? It's really creepy. Whoa. Oh my god. You always think that it's going to explode, but it's not now. Not yet. The drop. There's like the org. Ooh. So, Cold as Hell, even though with such a title I should have expected something very different from the previous songs, it really took me by surprise, and holy shit, I love the vibe of it. And I don't think Taeyeon has done a lot of songs with that vibe. I don't know. But because of the instrumental, at some points, it gives off really this creepy vibe, like something very, very bad has happened, or a little bit like darker. I have the word in French, macabre. I don't know how to translate it, but it gives off really like it is the end of something, and she's sort of reminiscing about it, but or actually remembering it, but there are no like fun memories at all. And I love that about it. The instrumental is very intense, and for the chorus you think that the explosion for it will come then and there, but not at all. It comes afterwards. There's a drop, after the chorus, which is so freaking cool. And it's not just like the chorus is the drop and that's it. No, there's a chorus, she sings it, but the instrumental is very much like minimalistic or standard like the verses, and then puff, the drop for the second part of the chorus. Like, what? The distortion on the guitar is so freaking cool. There's the melody with the org, I think you say like that. If not, I have to correct myself here. Now is the time, correct myself. The fact that they add those melodies there just add up to this creepy vibe that is going on. And I read the lyrics and it really feels like this relationship has come to an end and she's thinking about everything that has happened, or they are in the midst of the ending of it all. So it feels like it is really cold. It's really, I feel it cooling down, like the atmosphere between the two. And even when she looks back, there's nothing warm about the memories that they had together. It doesn't feel like, well, you can be in a relationship and it ending and then you're looking back to it and looking back very fondly, but here, no, there's nothing good about it. But it really feels like both of them have not changed at all, and who they are now really doesn't add up. Saying, I only say boring words, you haven't changed a thing. Even the emotions that were scattered on the floor, it's a mess. Since it's empty, I'm looking all night in your memory, I'm not there. It's like, wow, really getting up, like saying it's getting cold as hell. Yes, we're a pond that is dried up, a place no one will ever find again. Stop erasing it, just let me go. Yeah, it's getting cold as hell. It's very dramatic, very poof, and I love it. And I think with this song we can end part 1 and see each other in my next video for part 2. Because those album first listens with so many songs as this one tend to be pretty long. So let's do it in 2 parts. See you in part 2. Bye bye. Bye.
지루한 말들만 늘어놓지 난 변한 게 하나 없어 바닥에 고였던 감정까지 남김없이 비워가